Today's episode, we're going to be talking about summer favorites.
Welcome. It's fun.
Welcome. It all started when I was just trying to find inner peace. And I was no more businesses. I'm tired. I need a nap. I feel like I've become like who I was at 5.
Incredible. Because I'm a thought daughter.
Yeah.
Thought daughter.
It's just my new personality trait of the summer.
I was like, this is not good.
No, that's
this
red
is red panic. Red panic. This is not good at all.
It's a mystery.
Yeah. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Gals on the Go podcast. It's Brooke.
Danielle.
And Kenzie.
Kenzie Elizabeth in the house.
Guys, that just made me so nervous.
It's been a minute since we've had you on our
Yeah,
show, I feel like,
that's
right?
true.
We had you on, you were like
I think
first guest?
Our first guest.
either me or Morgan.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
5 years ago.
We had like a content weekend in Athens
Yeah,
many years ago.
No, true friends are the ones that come to your college town and visit.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Kenzie came to Athens, Georgia, and we had a time and we listened to jazz music and drove around.
Made coffee. That's back when you had caffeine.
Yeah.
I honestly, it made me so loyal to UGA though. I'm like, I'll tell everyone, I'm like,
Go
Athens
Dogs.
is so cute. Yeah, I'm like obsessed with
Yeah,
UGA.
you're like,
like,
obsessed. You're like, I've been there, yeah.
you know, I'm like, I actually know a
Got-
lot. Like,
Yeah.
One thing.
the amount of times it comes up in conversation that
Oh,
I bring, I
really?
feel like 2 of my best friends went to UGA and I went there. It probably like at least once a month. And it was 5 years
I'm
ago.
obsessed.
Like,
Well, you probably talk about it more than I do. I feel like I
Probably.
forget that I went to school there. Not actually.
Back in my
some
time.
days.
oh my God,
Yes.
you know what? That just gave me a flashback to when you were a senior and you got accepted and then all of the stuff in your bedroom.
Oh my God.
That was really cute that my parents did that.
It was so sweet.
Yes, it was like a
Pillows.
thing on like Tumblr, I feel like, and like Visco. So back in the day, like to like fill your room with like
Yeah.
when you decided. And I showed my parents, I was like, this looks really cool. And they my parents are honestly like the best gift givers when it comes to like thoughtful stuff like that. I'm like, wow, my bar is so high now because
I
of like the
know.
thoughtfulness that I've had,
Aw.
you know? I know I feel
That's
really
so
lucky.
sweet.
Anyways, go dogs.
Anyways, go dogs. Brooke Riccio, a quote. I'm
yes.
obsessed.
It's crazy because when you were there, you were really into like
So into
like
it.
the second you left, it's like it was out of sight, out of mind, and I feel like only Danielle went there.
No, I don't know why I felt I only visited that one time, I guess. Not that I like feel disconnected. Like
The gals are going back to Athens this fall, actually. It's so crazy. Brooke just read panic. She's like, really?
Oh, what? Every year I'm like, I'll go back for a game, but it requires a lot of planning. And
It really
whatever. Like,
does.
yeah. I see my college friends other places. That's what we do. We
Mhm.
make like a girls trip and we'll be like, let's go to Charleston or like, let's go. So like, I'm still,
Yeah.
you know, I have my group still. We just aren't like the alumni isn't the core of our friendship. It's like the,
You guys have moved past that.
Yeah.
Your
just
connection's
her.
deeper.
yeah.
Well, I feel like what it is a lot of your friends live outside of Athens, so they'll go in for the day.
Yeah.
But like if you go, you
Yeah.
want to stay in Athens and do it up.
Yeah.
Whereas for me, like all my friends, they end up staying in Athens for the weekend, so it like works out. I feel like
Yeah.
because if they were all gone and like that wouldn't be as fun. Like you got to have your friends with you the whole weekend.
Yeah, no, I'm like a proud alum. Like I'm like, oh, go. Like I don't think I could get in today. Like, I think it's a
I
great
definitely
school. I just don't like football that much. I mean, I like it, but I like the bit of football more. Which actually, Kenzie, that leads me to talk about the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders.
Yeah, you've been watching.
I know I watched it all. I'm done. Like I
I haven't even seen it yet. I need to.
Did you?
I know people who are in it though. I'll tell
Macy,
one-
right?
Well, besides the star of the DCC doc, Macy Thompson. Besides her, you know.
I actually did go through because then I, of course, had to deep dive on a bunch of these girls that they like featured in it. I'm like, you know, where are they now? Because it's like a year
Mhm.
later. I clicked on a bunch of them. They all follow you because they're like Dallas girls.
That's
met-
yeah.
Well, do you know the story about when the girls came up to Macy at a Tart event?
No.
So this is
No.
peak. If you guys don't know,
Yeah, explain the
one
lore.
my best friend Macy has this whole bit on TikTok. She's essentially like a compulsive liar, but she's funny. Like she just makes
Hysterical.
up these bits that are so far off. Like she started just to say that she was a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader,
Uh-huh.
and she has such dry humor that people take her seriously, but she's completely kidding. Like she's so funny.
It's so.
So these
believable.
videos probably got like 40 to 60 million views. Like there were so many of them, and some of them had like 20 million in their own, right? The Cowboys franchise, fun fact, is actually like the richest franchise, which is interesting because we have
They said that.
I believe it.
but they're
in the-
really outdated. Like they should have hopped on Macy. Like they eventually, the Cowboys did invite us to a game. It was the last game of the season, and then the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders like got in on it and then had her
they
make
thought
TikTok.
that was funny too.
But she
Yeah,
should have
yeah.
been doing it way prior. So justice for Macy. But we were at a Tart event, like probably a couple months before
Mhm.
that. These girls came up to Macy they were like, oh my God, are you the Dallas Cowboys cheerleader? And she was like, oh my God, yes, I am. Whatever. She goes, and they're like, no, we actually are Dallas Cowboys cheerleader.
Oh God.
And so
that's
they were like
hysterical.
freaking out. They were fangirling.
Do they think it's funny?
No, they thought it was so funny.
So
They,
they're in
like,
on
they
the
filmed a whole
okay.
routine with her.
Love
they did a
it.
whole thing. They did like, I'm pretty sure they like text or something. Like that's
Oh, okay,
crazy.
great.
But they were really nice and it was really funny. So it could be those girls.
There was a lot, and then there was like the people who didn't make it, and like they're living their dreams now. It was, but apparently it was a show on. I wouldn't know this. CMT, Country Music.
I wouldn't know
I
this.
wouldn't be familiar with this. For,
I
like,
was raised on this show.
13 years or something ridiculous.
It's a very politically incorrect show, I will say. Like
They are
people,
crazy.
it's crazy because a lot of it, like trigger warning eating, like that kind of vibe.
It's
got
like
it.
yes. Oh, they don't have the look. It's like because they're not
Mhm.
emaciated. Like
Oh,
know,
yeah.
yes, actually so bad. But like,
But it was like the best show.
it's so bad you can't stop watching.
Yeah.
It kind of they touch upon it in the Netflix doc now, and they're like, it
Wow.
accentuates your curves. I'm like, this girl is skin and bones. Like, where curve where? Like,
Curve wear.
yeah.
I need to watch it. All my friends have already watched it from home. They're like, it's the best thing ever. I meant to download it for the plane, but I didn't.
Is it like talking about the tryouts and like just
It takes them through the tryout. It's basically the start of the season to
Okay.
like through the end. Yeah. It's more about the tryouts, and they follow like a few specific people. I was thinking, I was
Okay.
like, imagine not being one of the people picked. I'd
I
be
know.
so pissed.
Well, especially because hopefully this gives girls like influencer careers because they
Uh-huh.
get paid nothing.
It's so hard.
And they have so many responsibilities. Like they have so many hours they have to
Wow.
be there. They
Mhm.
get paid nothing. They all have 9-to-5s outside of it. Like they
Mhm.
have,
I
like,
have
actual
noticed
jobs.
this with other cheerleaders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like I could be so wrong on this. I think Dallas Cowboys is even more than the other ones.
Yeah.
Like, I think
probably.
it's like because they're like the number one, like they're internationally known. They kept saying that. They're
People
like,
are them for Halloween.
Yeah, they're definitely
Yes.
the biggest cheer team.
Yeah, that makes
You know?
sense.
But it's
Yes.
Texas, like that.
Like,
Texas,
recognized.
Texas
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 football,
thing.
man.
Texas
wow.
football.
So anyway, so I will be coming down south for a game.
That would actually be
this
really fun.
fall.
I think you should work with the Dallas Cowboys. Get Brooke to
Yeah.
the game.
Someone
the
DM.
big game.
I did get a DM. I posted about the doc, and someone she was like, "I'm on the social team. Like, I could see. I'll see what I can do." Like, I was like, "We'll see."
We
Should
should
be
actually
so
do that.
powerful.
Yeah.
We should do that, and then we can finally do the Fort Worth weekend and do like Billy Bob's and
You
the
know
Drove.
I
Like
wanna
we've been
do
talking about it
that.
for so long. We need to do that all in one because we could. A game's on Sunday. Like it'll be fine.
Oh my God. That's
Okay,
so
perfect.
fun.
I'm
So
in.
fun.
No, I'm really interested in this. But I recommend you guys all go watch it. And I feel like it spans like I could see many people liking this. Like I liked it
Oh,
because it was like the tryouts and like the girly fun, but
Yeah.
like then you could see it from a critical eye and be like, wow, this is
I'm
Critical eye. Have you guys seen the Thought Daughter trend? That's like obviously
No.
THOT and then like
Yeah.
THUGHT. That was just giving like Thought Daughter from a critical eye.
Oh,
They drink like black coffee and they really think a lot of things.
I've only seen
Thought.
THOT. Like
No,
that
there's a
daughter.
new one. Thought as in thinking daughter. It's
Oh,
like the new.
that's
They're very
Oh.
deep.
I'm still
It's
out
very
of the
Margot
loop.
Lee.
Oh,
Like that kind of vibe.
got it.
Yeah.
That's what I've gathered. Like you, very intelligent,
Sophisticated,
sophisticated,
I
Yes.
could
That's like
Yeah.
Eli Rallo though.
Yeah.
Like I feel
Yes.
like she's a
She's the
thought
epitome of a
daughter.
thought daughter. Yes. She's both. She wants to be both, you know?
Yeah,
like she
like-
loves she always makes her like thought. She made a TikTok this weekend that was so funny and it was like gay son or thought daughter or whatever with her brother.
Oh, I did.
It was so funny. So she can be both.
She's
Get
so
you a girl who can do both. I love her.
Wow, I love that.
ugly.
What have you been watching? Anything good? I feel like
I
we're
have
consuming
nothing.
content. What?
Uh,
I'm like,
I've noticed about
share.
myself, like I just rewatch things. It's so bad.
for comfort, like
For
a
comfort, I
little-
suppose. Like I was gonna say it's a Virgo thing. I don't even fucking
It's an
know if
anxious
a Virgo
thing.
It's an
Oh,
anxious
yeah.
thing. You ever just blame something on your horoscope and you're like,
yeah,
but
you're like,
that,
of course, so Aries.
that's so Virgo of me to rewatch. But I actually don't think that's a Virgo of me. No, just watching. I couldn't even. This is one of those moments where you have
You
to
go
ask.
blank.
But you know what I really want to read to my readers is the
Oh,
next
yes.
Mrs. Paris.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw your story. It made me so excited.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
good so far. I know. I feel like where was the PR around this book? Like,
Why
I
didn't
don't
anyone announce
see
it?
anything.
Thank God
yeah.
for you.
Honestly, one of my friends from home texted. They were like, "This book's out." I was like, "Well, thanks for letting me know. How did I not know?"
That's
I
I'm so
pre-order
pumped.
stuff like
Oh.
9 months in advance, so things just pop
So it
up
just
my
pops up.
Kindle.
Oh, so it just shows up on
Oh,
your
that's
Kindle.
Question: how do you feel about The Last Mrs. Parrish and The Housemaid being the exact same book?
I don't mind it. I know some people do.
I didn't mind either. I just like
And maybe it's the comfort.
you actually,
Like
yeah,
the storyline feels familiar.
yeah. I feel
Familiar.
comfortable.
Quite
Yeah.
happy.
I see what's coming. I'm not gonna be up with pitchforks, but like obviously you're like come on, like
It's a little
give me a little something
Yeah.
different. Like,
Well,
Throw me a
also,
bone.
yeah,
I wonder which one I would have liked more. Like, because we just loved
Mm.
Lost in Parish, and it was like my first book that got me into fiction. Like, I
Yeah.
loved that book. And then I read The Housemaid like 4 years later. And because, like,
yeah.
I just felt like it was fine because I immediately,
been
the
a minute.
twist wasn't crazy to me because I guessed it on page 1.
I could be so biased, but I feel like the character development in Last Miss Parish was better.
That's how I felt too.
Like I,
You read that one first.
See, look,
Yeah.
we're so
Thanks.
thought daughters right now.
yeah, I'm like,
Character development.
Thought daughter. Why is it daughter? Just daughter.
it was a thing. It was like
Gay son, thought daughter.
Thought
and then
daughter
it
was a
went from
thing.
them.
Oh, it's always those that.
It was that, and now I guess there's
Oh, cute.
thought daughter.
They've evolved.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
oh
there's
my
so many
goodness.
different choices. What about you, Kenzie? What are you consuming? Anything interesting?
Not really. I do the same thing, Danny. Like I rewatch
Rewatch,
stuff.
yeah.
I never watch a new show. You know what show I did watch new this year for once that I loved was Lessons in Chemistry. I didn't even love that book
Oh.
that much. I thought the book was fine, but I loved that show.
Really?
What did you
I
like
loved
about
it. It was so cozy. It was really warming. It's very wholesome. Actually, my parents told me to watch it. And I was like, oh, I read that book. I didn't even realize.
Yeah.
And I read it all in a day. It's like the perfect like needlepoint show.
Oh my god.
It's like Gilmore Girls vibe. Like they're so different, but like something about both of those shows like gives me a similar feeling.
Hey, that's
get
all
that.
I need.
I
Did you
watched
watch
the first
it?
2 episodes, but I read the book and I like know that something
Yeah.
bad happened. So I'm like, how
You
is
want
it
to watch
portrayed in
it,
the
yeah.
show?
It
Can I keep going?
you can
Is
keep
it
going.
safe to
I mean, it's
Keep
sad,
going.
but it's
but I get through.
yeah, and they changed a couple things from the book to the show, but I actually like what they did in the show better.
Mhm.
I thought the show was like so much better than the book, which
I
I've
thought the
never
book was
felt that
mid
way.
too. That's also
Yeah,
why
I thought the
wasn't,
book was like very mid.
fine.
The fact that you guys read mid books, like if I'm starting to read a mid book, it's out. Like
But was waiting for some.
I
like,
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
when you're like, this
dedicated.
has potential.
And like once I've spent enough time on a book, I have to finish it because I need that Goodreads mark.
You need to see it through.
Yeah, I need to see it through. Like
I get that.
it's like an AR test. Like I need, you know what I mean? But like the
Gosh.
adult version. Like I
Yeah.
have to,
I get
or else
that.
I just wasted 300 pages for nothing.
It's like
you know?
checked off like a to-do
Mhm.
list. You know, like the
Yeah.
satisfying.
Makes you
yeah,
feel
I definitely feel
productive.
that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
you
get
know
that.
what I just watched? It's not a TV show, it's a
Okay.
movie.
Mm.
Have you guys seen these ads for the movie Hitman with Glenn Powell?
I have.
Oh, I have.
Oh my god, such a great watch.
Really?
So Ryan hated the end. I thought the end was very clever. It was a little dark, but
Ooh.
it's so interesting because it's basically like this is in the summary that this guy pretends to be a hitman, but he's really like an undercover cop essentially. Like
Trying to catch
he
people.
meets people that want a
Yeah.
hitman, and then he like swoons his way around and gets them arrested. But it's so baller, and like Glenn Powell does such a great job of acting all these different roles because what he does is he plays the part of each hitman. He's like, okay, this person I need to go more like these, or like like he.
Yeah.
It's so I don't know. It's so interesting, and like it was just a nice easy watch. So
I want to watch that. That sounds good.
yeah, it was on Netflix. Like I love it because there is nothing worse. I don't know if like you and Ben deal with this or whatever, but when I sit down to watch a movie with Ryan, it's like we're just watching trailers
Yeah,
for
forever.
hours.
It was hard to decide. The last movie we watched together, Godzilla.
Yeah,
I literally
exactly.
can't
Literally.
Godzilla.
pick This
It's like
up.
why can't they watch
I
a
cried.
rom-com?
It was
Oh,
actually
she liked it.
sad. No, I was like, I don't want to watch this, and he was like, just give it a chance. And then I'm sobbing. I'm like, this is not fair.
How do you guys feel when someone's like this is how messed up I am. If someone says, "Oh, that movie's a classic," I do not want to watch it.
Yeah, that to me. I'm like, okay, so it was
Boring,
1950.
yeah.
It's a
Boring.
silent film. And
Yeah.
like,
Black and white. I don't want like you had.
I can like hear the whatever.
it's like firing up.
Yeah, like
I
that
feel the
means
same
don't
way.
wanna watch.
I
You
feel the same
too?
way about books, though.
Yeah.
It's like I don't want to read How to Kill a Mockingbird again. Like you know what I
We
mean?
did it. We did it.
I've been there.
And
Maybe
people-
that's for thought daughters,
That,
right?
but you know what? A thought daughter would love to read How to Kill a Mockingbird.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
That is
that's for them.
That's exactly what a thought daughter.
I get
is.
it now. I get it.
in my head, I want to be that person who like recommends a
course,
classic book,
yes.
a classic. Like,
Mhm.
of course, like one of my
Yep.
Gatsby,
Like
is my
Little Woman.
favorite. Meanwhile, it's like no, I do like Last Miss Parish, like that.
Now I want to read that book. None of this is true because I heard they're turning it into a movie.
I read
yeah, that was a good one.
It was
I
good.
liked it.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm excited about that because it's like a podcast host, right?
Wait,
I don't know. Delaney was telling me a little bit about it.
Yes,
Is it turned
is.
in? Is it like confirmed?
Netflix or
movie?
one of those
Oh.
streamers bought the rights. So I mean, I guess you guys have probably seen a lot
Mhm.
of books. Me trying to like relate to the book world right now.
The
I'm like,
book-
guys,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
have you
I
heard?
heard about this.
Yeah, but I guess a lot of times they buy the rights and then
And
they never
nothing
see the
happens.
movies.
Like they bought the rights for 13 Reasons Why when I was in middle school.
Oh.
It's like I read first off, I read those books. So
Why
young,
were
and
you
they were
reading
my,
it?
I have no idea.
That's
And they
so
were my favorite
sad.
books, by the way. When I was too
Wow.
young to be like, this is fucking weird.
Uh-huh.
And I loved those books. Like I don't know why, or maybe it was just one. I don't know, but I loved it. And I knew somehow that they bought the rights. I was in
Yeah.
middle school.
Wow.
And then it wasn't made until we were probably in college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Maybe
maybe
it was
high
years
school.
later,
It was
though.
Maybe
later.
late, really early college.
I didn't really
And sometimes
watch.
they never get, I didn't either, but they never get
Yeah.
made.
Greenlit. Is that what?
Greenlit.
Hollywood,
Lit.
baby.
Hollywood.
This is such a pivot, but I do want to make sure we talk about this because you are in your like home garden southern living era.
Southern living.
Southern living, and I do want to talk about it because I wake up in the morning and I see your little reels of you and your outfits and your watering can, and it just brings me so much joy. And I hope
Yes.
it's bringing you joy.
It is. Also, I just realized I have like the biggest knot in my hair and it's really bothering me.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
no, untangle. Didn't notice if that
The
makes you feel
thing with
better.
extensions is that like your hair always looks good.
Always.
Like
It
you
lays
know,
so nicely.
I feel like it's minimal. Like you could just kind of.
Oh my God.
Oh, I love it. A little.
No, I
brush.
know. Whenever I wear hair extensions too, they all just like hang out together. I don't know. Something happens.
Okay, I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
No, don't apologize.
Southern living. Yes.
Southern living.
Southern
Back
living.
Southern living.
So it's really peaceful.
Oh, I'm
But
so happy. For
I've gone to such an extreme, even more extreme than I was prior. You guys know this about me. One thing about me, I operate in extremes.
yeah, of course.
I either hate someone or I'm in love. I've never known a probably healthy approach. Like anything that
You like lean in.
Mhm. I've gotten better with there's definitely like
I don't
good
think it's
aspects.
negative. I mean,
Well, the negative aspects of it, I think I've gotten better at as I've gotten
Good.
older. But it all started when I was just trying to find inner peace. And I was in the townhouse and I started a very
Aw.
small garden. And then I realized, oh, I know. And I wanted to do dinner parties just to go to the bars a little bit less. I needed to like do other things. you know?
Yeah.
And I lived on the street that everyone goes out in Dallas.
hard.
So just naturally, like that's what you're going to do. But I was like, I really want like a more, what's the word I'm looking for? Like well-rounded life,
Mhm.
I guess.
Yeah,
I needed something else.
well-balanced.
Well-balanced, yes. I needed to be on the
Yes.
horses and you know, all that.
yeah.
So then when I moved to the house, it just like I've barely, guys, I've been to a bar once this year. Like
That's
at
shocking.
home, which is crazy. I mean, I haven't really been doing much this year anyways, but like still going to a bar once is insane. But I just stopped going out because I just found so much peace in my house and I basically made it a commune. Like I don't have to leave if I don't want to. Like I have a sauna, I have a treadmill, I have everything I need.
do.
I'm
Everything.
growing my own food. I mean, I literally
I
never
know
have to
it's
leave.
a self.
So you're-
you're
Yes.
just there.
So you're doing flowers and vegetables?
Yes,
Or,
yes.
or what are
So
you
some for aesthetics, some for nutrition.
Or what are you growing
some
right
for
now?
my arrangements, and you know, last week I had a little bit of drama in the garden.
Oh my
what
god.
kind of drama?
I was looking for it. I planted some summer squash. I was told that these were zucchinis. I was very excited. I
Oh,
was
that is
gonna
exciting.
grill some zucchini. I do this like I grill zucchini and then you put like goat cheese and honey on it. It's so
Yum.
good. And I had a friend visiting me from out of town. And I was like, this is gonna be amazing. Like, we're gonna have so much fun. I'm gonna go pick a zucchini. It was my first time picking something
Aw.
from the garden, and we're gonna do it, whatever. I go get the zucchini from the garden. Turns out it's a cucumber. So yeah.
No, wait. Love
I still made
cucumber,
something
though.
else,
That's
but
perfect for
like
summer. I love
it was
cucumber
fine.
salad.
it was fine. But I am just telling everyone that like my zucchini actually turned into a cucumber, and that's what happened the
that's
whole
fun.
time.
Oh my god. That's
It's fine, and the cucumber can be whatever he wants. Like that's totally okay.
Were you sold zucchini seeds? So someone
Yeah,
got
I went
you,
back.
or
sue 'em.
No, I think there's zucchini and cucumbers in the same section. The zucchini just hasn't grown. It's like
I understand.
I've
How
figured
do you know
out.
how often, like plant care? Like, how do you know?
Plant care.
On the seed packets, I follow a lot of like gardening influencers in Dallas. Actually, like that's a
Stop.
thing.
In Dallas particularly.
That's so niche.
Dallas
That is-
Garden
yeah.
School is the best. But
Oh my
on your
God.
seed packets, it'll tell you on the back.
But so you keep like 'cause I'm assuming the
Mhm.
carrot care is different than the
totally.
well, that's a root veg, right?
Yeah,
so that's
it's-
a little different than
As far as like day to day, it's like not crazy different. But like, you know, the little laboratory in my garage that I have,
Yes.
Yeah,
the
that
bulletin
thing.
board, I have all of the seed packets up on that. So I know just in case I
Wow.
need something.
So is someone like watering your plants while you're
Of course,
here?
of
Oh,
course.
okay.
You have to get a plant sitter, you have to get a dog sitter, you have to get a
Oh
house
my
sitter.
God.
Kenzie, for you to travel, it's like $1 million.
so
I know,
much-
it actually is out of control. I was thinking about that. And like Coco, my small dog who's
Yes.
paralyzed, is like a little bit more extra because a little bit extra.
Yeah.
She requires a little bit of special care. So yeah, but
But it's worth it.
It's worth it. And honestly, I mean, paying someone to like water your plant, it's my neighbor. It's not like anything.
No, the
Yeah,
fact that you take care of plants, 2 dogs, a house, like I can really keep my apartment running. So
By the way, this is
Very
why I'm like
impressive.
looking for a husband now because I've decided
I need some help.
I woke up one day and I was like, I'm ready to get married. And
oh my God. No, sometimes that happens.
No, it's just like a shift has happened in
Yeah.
me too. No idea. But like it's gonna happen. And
Yeah.
I really just I need someone to help. Like I have too much going on. I really just need help. I was thinking about it even just this trip with like so many last minute things I've had to do. And I'm like, it'd be so nice to like have someone. And yes,
Yeah.
technically that would be an assistant that travels with you, sure. But I would like it
Yeah.
to be a partner, you
A
know?
lover.
No,
Yeah.
I think you do hit a point where you're just like, wow, it would be nice to like not have to carry my bags right now.
Yeah.
You know, I
It would be in
like, and
yes.
I don't know if that makes me a bad woman or whatever,
No.
but like,
I would like to do less. I would like to do less. The other day, my friend texted me something. It's like, this is a good business venture for you. I'm like, my next business venture, if I'm being so for real with you right now, is getting married. It's like,
Yeah, that is my next venture.
I'm not doing anything else until I have someone else.
Your
That's my next
big
contract.
project.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's my next contract. Seriously,
Yeah.
Like, there's no more no more businesses. I'm tired. I need a nap.
No,
But you're like
literally.
set up in such a good way right now. Like you are, oh my God, talk about candidate for a husband. Like you have like, you just need to plug someone in. Like you have
Yeah.
the full system.
No, I have everything down. You can
Yes.
join me.
Yeah.
You
I could
know,
literally live in my house. Like,
Yes.
it's all set up, baby. Like,
perfect.
Yeah.
Like,
like
that's
assign
it.
your like roles.
and I would like someone who like wants to live elsewhere a couple months a year, like Nashville or something.
Yeah, that's fun.
So it's like we can bop around.
Yes.
So like like even if we had to do like an God forbid a month in LA or something like that, like
God
I would, literally, I'm like I would like that. So I'm open. Like that can be our compromise.
wait, I love
You
this.
know?
Speaking of like projects, though, I feel like you should shout yourself out a little bit on like friend of mine. What's going on with that? All of your card games. Now, house of mine. Can you like pimp yourself out a little bit?
Sure.
Because I love like everything you've been doing recently, and the branding is so good.
Thanks. I found like the coolest girl ever. But I started a friend of mine, which is my home brand, in September of last year. We launched with a recipe journal. It's for the homebodies, basically. It's like a 360 home brand. We launched with a recipe journal, and then we have really 2 conversation cards. The bit technically, but it's just limited edition. They're sold out.
Oh, okay.
And then, which we will bring them back. I have another collab coming like
Oh my-
later this year. And then the recipe binder launches this week. So it's up already at this point.
Love it.
And yeah, we have a lot of other stuff that like will come in the next, probably realistically, a lot of the launches will probably be like early next year, but it's just so much fun. Like it's
I'm glad
also
that you
just
love
so
it.
perfect for like,
It
it's
makes
just
sense.
perfect. Yeah.
It's like the new. So breadwinning housewife is gone.
Well, that was just merch. Like
Yeah,
that was just
true.
merch. So
True,
it wasn't,
but it's similar.
I feel like
vibe.
basically is-
handshake, breadwinning housewife.
Yeah, like it's
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
same thing.
It's like-
but-
breadwinning housewife, but like grown up,
yeah.
you know?
I love it.
It's,
I
that's
like
so
couldn't
awesome.
use the term breadwinning house. I'm like, that's gonna be like the next like girl boss or something. Like I just can't.
Oh, you're like
Because like
don't
I
love-
get what it means and it's funny, but I
Yeah.
don't want it. And also it's so
Be taken.
jarring that like people don't. Weirdly, I really didn't think anyone was gonna want to buy anything with that. And that's like our highest merch sales.
Yeah, it was
and
so
I
cool.
get DMs still asking to restock it. So like,
You could
would
do friend of mine
think-
something.
yeah, and I mean
Everyone-
we might do like breadwinning housewife hats and stuff just to. I
Yeah,
own the
just
Street
to
Mark,
have-
like,
Yeah.
but it's basically like the grown up version.
I'm obsessed. No, I
Mhm.
love this for you. I love this era. You're truly glowing. Like even all of your outfits recently, like everything.
I know.
I'm
It's just, it's all like the brand is elevated.
It's making
it's giving
sense.
elevated. Yeah.
Elevating.
It
Giving
really
elevated,
is.
guys. Thank you.
No,
Yes.
it really is. And you just did a home tour with what is this like home? I know you have the home series, but then what is that company? It's like not AD, but like they came into your house and like
Oh,
filmed it.
Homeworthy.
Yeah, can you talk about that?
Okay, so I am the biggest Homeworthy fan ever. I found them last year, just their Instagram, and then I started watching these like hour-long house tours. My mom's an interior designer, and my mom and my grandma owned a bedding and like drapery company growing up. So like I've been around home stuff my whole life.
Yeah.
And I grew up in their shops. Like I've always loved home
Aw.
stuff. I grew up in like antique stores and furniture shopping with my mom and all that stuff. So I found this YouTube channel and they do the same numbers as HGTV. It's really crazy actually.
Wow.
And I think they're only like 3 years old, but they just do like hour-long home tours that are really detailed. But I love when a
Wow.
home like tells a story.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
obviously, like it's hard for me to do that because I'm like living by myself and I'm 26. Like I try to do it to the best of my abilities, but it's easier when someone's like 60, obviously,
You've
and they
lived
have
a
like
lot of
a
life.
story to
My
tell. You know?
grandkids played there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And they have like photos of the family and stuff. It's like, I have like
Yay.
some photos of family and friends, but like you just don't really do that when you're single, you know? But anyways,
Yeah, but
Photos
still.
of your
Not like myself.
This is my photo shoot.
Trio of photos of
No,
you.
it's like me on the mantle, like
Yeah.
me and the dogs. But I was like their biggest fan. I was watching all the videos, and in the back of my head, I'm like, oh, I want to do a tour one day. But they weren't doing a ton of like influencers. It was really just whatever. But they found me on TikTok
Oh my
through the
god.
hosting closet, so they reached out, and I'm like, no, you guys don't understand. I'm your biggest fan. So it was really
Oh, that's
fun.
amazing. So you did a home. I missed this. So you did a
Yeah.
home tour with them.
It was really good, and I
How
love them.
fun! So you had to like clean the house.
Oh,
that
by the
day.
way, I prepped for like 3 months.
Did you like hide things in your closet or in your garage, or did you show your garage too?
No, I didn't show my garage. I did hide something.
You have to
my
have a room
garage.
to put stuff in. Like,
Here's the thing: like I organize my garage all the time, and then suddenly it looks horrible again the next week. So it's just like
No,
I don't know what
garage
to
is
do.
your garage.
is
Yeah, yeah. You have a lot of things going on in the garage too.
I know,
feel like
I really
You've got
do.
like the
Got
planters. You've got the sauna, the
gym,
gym.
I have it, yeah.
Yeah, like
No.
that's a multi-function garage.
no, your
so-
house. Like when Brooke and I went, we talked about this when we recapped. Like, our
Yeah,
trip.
yeah.
We were blown away. Like we'd seen photos of it, but like truly, when you go to Kenzie's house, well,
When you
think
go,
I-
When you guys got
Don't
everyone come
stop,
over.
Kenzie.
don't go.
don't go. But when we got to go, we were just. You did such a great job with it.
Thanks. I just tried
Turf,
to,
like, oh,
I tried to like make the most of every single square inch.
you literally
It
did.
is.
But it's not too much.
Yeah, I didn't
like-
want it to feel cluttered. I can't.
No, it-
clutter gives me such bad anxiety.
Same.
That's why every furniture piece I have has to have like a drawer or like
Yes.
something like that I
Functional.
could like lift and like
Yeah.
stow things away because
So
I agree.
So,
I
Stow,
definitely agree.
stow.
so no, you're right. It was just
Stow
funny.
away.
You just have such a great vocabulary.
Yeah.
Really? It's
Yeah.
the
Just a reader,
reading.
but like, why don't I have
Well,
that?
no, it's because I'm a thought daughter.
yeah,
Thought
Yeah.
daughter.
You are.
So if you guys didn't know, today's episode we're gonna be talking about summer favorites.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited to hear the things that you're loving. So these are our must-haves for summer, things that we just need to have. It could be products, it could be clothes. Well, I don't really know what these gals prepared, so we're gonna share our top summer must-haves.
It's a mystery.
It's a mystery.
Yeah. We're in
Kenzie-
like peak summer. This is like one of the
Yes.
hottest weeks of the year. If
yeah,
you're-
we're in
we're there.
July.
Yeah.
It's hot.
It's yeah. How is it in Texas in this heat? Do you have any like heat beating
Texas,
tips?
No, I'm honestly the worst person to ask because I'm so miserable and I just let it take me over. Like
Yeah.
Oh, 'cause
I'm
you're a
not a
winter
good
girl,
person in the
yeah.
summer. Like I just am not, and I try so hard. Honestly, it's a lot better now that I have a pool. I will say, like I'm in the pool every
True.
single day.
That's
So it's
fun.
definitely made it better, but I just, oh my God, it's so hard.
What
But
do you-
I will say, like, New York heat, I actually think it's worse here than it even is in Texas because of the
Mhm.
buildings. And, like, you
Yeah,
can't get
it's
out.
humid.
So, like, I would rather, yeah, it feels worse to me here. Like, everyone was replying to my stories yesterday. They're like, I'm just curious to see, like, what a Texas girl has to say about this heat wave that everyone's talking about in New York. I'm like, no, honestly, I feel like it's worse.
I think it's
Mm.
valid. Okay,
Yeah, because
that's
you're
good.
stuck. Like, and it just, like, I don't know.
I know. What
And you
mean.
can't like, unless you have a car in the city, you can't like hop in the car and turn on the AC and drive to
Yeah.
the next place.
Mhm.
You're walking to the next place. You're taking your train. Like
It's
very
10
hot.
degrees hotter on the subway. They say. It says
God.
on it.
So
that
hot
says
down
yeah. So
there.
add 10 degrees. If it's 90, it's 100 right now on the subway.
It's tough.
That's crazy. So Kenzie, what's the first thing you're loving?
My number one are overalls. Like I
Oh.
am living in overalls. It's so amazing. I put it on over my swimsuit. I obviously do the to garden. I just wear them all day, every day. Like I grew up with a
Cute.
mom who that was like her Sims character uniform was overalls.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm really truly becoming my mother. But I mean I have wiped Free People out. It's crazy the amount of Free People stuff that I bought. Or honestly, they've sent me in the past like couple months. Like it's out of control. I live in Free People.
So is
overalls.
that your store right now?
That and Reformation? I'm on a really big Reformation.
Same.
fan.
Everything is so perfect for summer from Ref.
It's so I don't feel like they've ever had a better moment than what they're having now, and
I
they've
never
always been
shopped there
good.
before.
Yeah, me neither. Like
Ever.
one time I did when we went to Nantucket like 2 years ago. I went
Okay.
and got a bunch of Reformation stuff, and I always just felt like it was really expensive. But now the stuff that I've got that I
The red
picked up,
set.
yeah, the red
So
set I'm
cute.
obsessed with.
I might need
got
to purchase that.
I got the best tops. Like I am such a Reformation girl, and it is so worth it.
Yeah, it stays in my closet. Like
That's the
I
other
You've
thing.
worn
no,
Reformation
I just have the
forever.
sale. Like I'm
Yeah.
into ref, and
Yeah.
honestly, the stuff I got from the sale I wear just as much. So like,
Mhm.
because it's the same,
It's very
like
telling of
it'll be like a different
quality.
color or whatever
Yeah.
of it. So I feel like that might be coming up.
The one thing I do not love about Reformation is the try-on situation. I love it because it's so exciting, like when you go there.
Mm.
But the one thing I don't like is you kind of have to like wait for your fitting room and
Then the sizing is inconsistent. I will say.
very.
Wait,
But
I love their dressing rooms. That's
I-
the
I love
part.
that part.
I do like the dressing. The sizing's like I'll be
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'm a 6, and then I'm like, this is enormous. This is too
Yeah.
small. Like,
Yeah.
it's
No,
so
I was a
off.
size 2 the other day. I'm like, I haven't been a size 2 probably since I was 7.
Thank you,
Like,
Reformation.
I would love
what?
that. I'd be
No,
like,
but I'm
oh,
a
shop
size
there.
6. Like that is how inconsistent it is. Like
Yes,
it,
you're so right.
it
I'm
was
the same way.
crazy.
yeah, so I love Reformation, but I do wish like, because then like if you want to buy something, you have to like find someone, there's, I don't know.
Wait, do you guys not have the screens in your dressing room?
No, you do. I'm saying like,
Like one time there was a really long line.
yeah, I think
Oh,
it
I
was
had a
just,
bad
it was just a
experience
bad
that one
day.
time. Honestly, I shop online a lot for Reformation. 'Cause they have, like
Yeah.
the free shipping for returns, I think.
The
Is it?
stores are just
I
so
could be wrong.
pretty.
Or you bring it back to the store, whatever. Yeah.
Well, that's the other thing. They don't have all the sizes out. They just have the one. So you can't even hold it up and be like, I think I'm
Oh,
this size.
By the way, yes,
That's what I'm
totally
trying
agree with you
to
there. I was
relay.
not thinking about when you're actually in there. I love the dressing room. Like I will pick up 2 or 3 things that I like. This is what you should do. Pick up 2 or 3 things that you like, ask for the size, get your room, whatever. That part is a little bit annoying. Then I basically online shop from that thing and I
Oh,
pick
while
up the
you're
rest
in
of it while I'm in there
there.
because they'll load your closet up.
Oh my God.
So
you're
I don't
right.
pick everything out. And by the way, they have more on the screen than they even have out.
Kenzie, this
So
is genius.
it's like
you get in
online
faster.
shopping and you can try it on immediately. That's
Maybe
what I
for
do.
lighting and
The heck?
everything.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I was
Oh,
gonna
the-
say I think it's actually some of the best.
The
Yeah.
dressing
Yeah,
room is
yeah.
unreal. And then
That
they make a
experience- there's nothing
sound
like
when
it.
your clothes
Yeah.
are in the dresser. And wow, okay. No, that's what I mean. But I more so
Yes. The
the
actual
outside,
store,
the
absolutely.
Yes,
store
yes,
is
yes.
just like a little stressful. But overalls, love it.
Overall,
Thank you.
love that.
Brooke, what do you got?
What am I loving? Me, because I passed out once. A good water bottle. Wait,
She's
Good
already told me.
water bottle. No, I'm not the type of person to like carry around a water bottle with me. Like I have like nice ones at home, but now I'm like, this thing is staying on me.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
You gotta have one you like.
Yes. So wait, I don't want to.
How
Do you
long
have
did
it with
you
you?
go without drinking water?
Stanley crossbody.
That's so
Wait, is it
sick.
not so cute though?
Yeah,
It
Wait,
looks
and you
really
can remove the straps. Oh my god, I shouldn't be
Brooke's
doing this. They're not paying me for this.
Canteen.
But when I first saw it, I was like, oh my god, canteen. That's so weird. Like camp, whatever. But now I'm like, I think it's so cute.
It's so
Yeah, it's
chic.
really
So are
cute.
you
Yeah.
wearing it around?
It depends on my outfit. Like not with this.
It kind of goes with your
Yeah,
outfit.
no, it totally
coloring.
goes. But like, I feel like this is more athleisure.
Yeah,
it's kind of
true.
giving
Totally.
me that. But you could just remove the clips. I just have a big bag. So I
How
stuff
many?
them
Do you
there.
know how many ounces?
It's
it is?
not a ton. I think
Okay,
it's like 24. Which for me, I like my water bottles to be at least 30.
Yeah, but that's good for on the go because then it gets too heavy.
Generally,
Yeah,
but
that's true.
generally
it does
speaking.
stay cold though.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
not,
You know?
that's Stanley for you.
Yeah.
Brooke, how long did you go without drinking water before? Like
Before I hit the deck.
before
Say
the
it how it is,
fall, before the
Kenzie.
fall, yeah.
A while. Like, well, I was drinking a little bit maybe at dinner, but like sips, you know, like it probably was hours since I had a full glass. Like I probably had 1 glass in the morning. Yeah, like
Got
it just
it.
wasn't enough.
Wait, also, and I remember now that I'm thinking about it, that day when we recorded the
Uh-huh.
podcast, he asked you.
Do you want water? And I said no.
And
I
you said
refused.
no, 'cause I have my own water.
I refused the water.
Oh my God, that's so weird.
I don't really know why I did that either.
But you never touch the water anyways.
I know, because they do it for like your vocal cords, right? Like,
Yeah.
isn't that the idea? Like,
Maybe. Well, I just like have to, like, I mean, as
liquid.
you're
You're so good about drinking water.
I need something to sip.
Well, here's the
But
thing.
whatever.
For that to, I was thinking about this. For that to have happened to any of my friends, you are, honestly, health anxiety aside, like
yeah.
you are probably the worst friend that could have happened to. I was
Yeah.
really stressed for you because I knew how stressed you would be.
Yeah.
Like it really. I was like, this is not good.
No,
This
that's
is, this
red
is red
panic.
panic. Red panic. This
Yeah,
is not
it
good at
sucks.
all.
And we had like a meet and greet and live podcast a couple of days later. So she was like, this
And it was like
isn't good
outside.
for the
yeah, I
tour.
was
like,
oh my gosh,
this
wow,
isn't
we're
good for the
really-
tour.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll ever stop talking about this.
No.
It's too good.
Wow, it's just my new personality trait of the summer.
I know.
So anyway, stay hydrated. No, I feel
Good
like we we're
water
talking
bottle.
shit on like Element for a minute. I mean, like we like it, but we're like, oh, it's too salty. I'm drinking like 3 of those a day.
Yeah, pack a day.
Catch me.
I love
drinking
that.
Element. Yeah.
I will like double up on packs and water.
I love
sometimes if
Element
I
so
need to.
much.
Yeah, it's salty, but
And
Yeah.
they have sparkling water versions now.
Oh.
So when I'm like, hang. Oh my God, I just glitched. I literally just
we're
glitched.
loading.
hang. Guys, I literally just glitched. That was really, oh my God.
that was crazy.
No, we need to do a replay of that later. When I am, when I'm hungover. Okay. So I think I was
Yes.
saying
Hangry?
anxiety, but
Oh.
hungover. I was really,
I thought you were saying hangry. I was like, you reach for
Well,
that
that's-
when you're
I
angry?
was thinking that too.
when I'm hangry, I grab a good. When I am hungover or experiencing anxiety, I drink an Element sparkling water because it calms me down, but then also like hydrates me. Highly suggest. These things are so good.
How
Wait,
many
actually, I
drinks
think with that being said,
is
that is
one
one of my
your things?
favorites.
That's a good summer item.
That is Element electrolyte powder or sparkling water.
Wait, how many drinks do you have in your fridge?
Just like types.
Yeah,
Like
like more or less
like
than
I have-
10. Probably 10.
More than
Counting.
counting alcoholic ones. I've got spritz. I've got mom water. I've got LaCroix. I've got
Yeah.
more
Because you like a lot of drinks is
Yes.
the thing. So do you, Kenzie, though. You're like a drink girly, right?
Yeah, but Danielle's more of like having 3 drinks at a time than I am. I will at a restaurant, but you're more adventurous with that. Like you'll make the experience, like the vibe. Whereas like but honestly, the only drinks I mean, I have so much alcohol just because I host so much and everyone brings it, and like I never drink. Like I don't drink by myself. I don't like the amount of alcohol I have. I mean, it's like a frat boy's dream. But I only have I have like Olipop root beer on subscription, and like that's pretty much it. Or water.
Oh, is that your thing?
Yeah, I love Olipop root beer. Like I drink it all the time. Yeah, I'm like weirdly a root beer girl. Like I'm not a soda girl.
But that's so Southern living of you. Like
it is.
It's so on brand.
And I actually, speaking of Southern living, I have like a healthy version of like sweet tea that I make.
This is so your brand.
It's so
everything you've done.
No, I really just love who you've blossomed into.
I feel like I've become like who I was at 5. Like everything that I like and that I do weirdly is like who I was at 5 years old.
Hey, and
like I was in like cowboy boots and I was like outside working with my mom and like doing that, like reading.
Cute.
You know?
Yeah,
I love it.
So what's your next favorite?
Oh, I need to check.
The phone is ringing. Here's what that's from. The phone will be right there. Wonder Pets. Sorry.
Yeah, I would have literally never guessed.
What channel was that on?
Oh, that's a good question. I feel like Disney. No, maybe that's a Nick show.
Because I feel like I know it, but I
Wonder Pets, we're on our way.
Love that.
Yeah. Anyways, what's your next?
Okay, my next one. I love a good like I want to say long skirt, but it would always be maxi skirt. I don't know, like something about
flowy skirt.
Flowy skirt makes me feel like Katie.
Yeah,
and
that's what we always say.
Every time we wear
it's flowy. You're in a Katie outfit.
Katie coated.
So, anytime it's longer than the knees.
Yeah,
I'm in a Katie Bloody outfit.
Yes, but I just got these from Hill House. I actually like really love Hill House. But
great stuff.
They have amazing stuff. I feel like a lot of my style, I've just like matured a lot in like the way that I dress. And so I like things like Hill House now, you know? But I really like the ones that I got from Hill House. And then I also put with that Reformation. We've already talked about it.
Yeah.
Like,
is this a skirt or is these pants?
No, these are pants. These are Abercrombie. I feel like I wear Reformation, Abercrombie, Hill House. What was the other one?
Free People.
Free People. That's pretty much Skims.
Yeah.
Like all I wear.
I want to shop at Hill House. I feel like I'm due to
You
check
would really
it out.
like Hill House, actually.
I've heard about this snap dress.
Store. I don't know. I know
have
Katie
a
has a lot of
Nantucket.
Hill House.
We went to the
Nantucket
Nantucket
store.
store.
Yeah, that store is stunning.
I don't know if they have a Hampton store.
They should.
They have a New York store.
I don't know. I actually looked this up the other day because I was in Florida and I wanted to go because I thought they'd have one on Palm Beach, and they did, but it was closed.
Oh.
And so I don't remember if they have one. They're actually opening one in Dallas at North Park. There's no better shopping than North Park.
No,
the new Reformation
really.
at North Park's amazing. I mean, it's just out of this world.
Well, we could talk about this off camera too, but like, do you want to talk about your dry bar experience, or is this like an off?
Thank you for bringing this up, Danielle.
Okay, I've been dying to talk about
And
this.
I will say I am willing to retract the statement, dry bar.
At a price.
If you fix it.
At a price.
At a price.
Okay, I mean, really long story short, I was like on my way. I'm traveling, so I thank God I brought my Dyson this time because normally if I'm traveling, I'm so booked that I don't
I like dry bar.
I schedule a dry bar thing and I don't have room in my suitcase and like whatever. So I thank God I brought a Dyson. But anyways, I had an 8 a.m. booked. I got in from Miami the night before late. I was exhausted and I got up early, which I could have slept in. The whole thing. And I had so much to do Monday because we have a launch this week. So I had like so much work to do and like blah, 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 whatever. My days when I'm traveling for work are booked hour by hour.
You know,
I booked them
you could
out.
use a husband to help you out.
Some might say, yeah.
No,
Some might say.
Yeah, so I went. I'm like on my way. The appointment was 8:15. I get a call at 8:13. I'm like, obviously on my way. They cancel it. They just say, and like they're so rude when they do it. It was honestly, it's about the principle.
Yeah.
Like, how they were, right? And I'm like not a Karen. I'm the first.
No, you're so chill.
I'm actually the opposite. I'm actually like, well, they could be having a really bad day.
Right.
Like, it's
You're
actually
very
probably
understanding. Yeah.
It's one of my
very
worst traits
understanding.
because it gets me in really bad positions. Like I'm trying to be less of a like, well, think about that. You know, like no, sometimes you just suck. But anyways, they cancel. She's so rude. She's like, yeah, they just didn't show up, so we're just not doing it. Like that was her tone. And I was like, okay, well, did you check to see if you could reschedule me for like anything
Isn't
else?
there anyone else
Any
there?
other location, any other thing? And she was so rude. She acted like I literally
Like, asked her to do
the
work
craziest thing ever. But I was like, okay, like, and I keep in mind, I'm like talking like so nice. I'm like, okay, well.
Right.
And she was so rude. Then she's like, okay, well, we can get you in. She tells me they can't get me until 12:30. I'm like, well, I'm in back-to-back recordings, like 11 on. If they need something, whatever. Keep in mind, my hair looked awful, like so bad. So this is like so stupid. But anyways, she was so rude. Finally, it was like, yeah, well, we can get you in at 9 here. I'm like, okay, great, thank you. So I get there at 8:50 to like really like hopefully
Make sure,
to make sure. There's one person doing hair. I'm like, surely someone's coming by 9, whatever. I'm sitting there. It's 9:25, and at this point, I'm like, I'm anxious because I'm losing so much time that I can't afford to lose today.
Stuff.
Yeah, and also I'm so loyal to Dry Bar. I've gone.
What location can I ask?
Tribeca, and we're gonna get to that.
Oh.
Okay, so yeah.
I've never been to that one.
Well, you don't need to go. And
Okay.
also the amount of DMs I got from girls being like, oh my God, was it the Tribeca location? Those people, they're so rude.
Oh my
And
God.
I've gone there.
Tea.
I normally stay kind of in that area. So I've gone to that
Yeah.
Tribeca location a bunch. And I will say they've actually always been rude, like
Mm.
always. But I was just like, okay, I'm in like New York.
Yeah.
Just, like,
Yeah.
not, like,
The
friendly,
attitude,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, so rude. So then I go up and I'm like, hi. And then I see that she changed my appointment to like 9:30. There's 4 other girls in there, whatever. And I'm like asking, I'm like, hey, like I have things to do today. I was just wondering, like, I didn't say that, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just wondering if you
But
respect
I was like,
my
I'm just
time.
wondering, like, is there someone coming? Because there's 4 people that are sitting there and there's one person and they just started washing her hair. She's like, you just got to wait till it's your turn. And I was like, why did you have me come here?
You
And
just tell
ruin
me
my
you
morning?
can't get me in.
And then she was saying a bunch of other stuff and was so rude. When I walked in, she was like slumped and had her, like, was on her phone and like had her hand on her and like didn't even look up at me and make eye contact. Like, so rude. Anyways, I mean, it really was like first world problems. It's like not.
So what did you end up doing?
I left. I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna cancel. And then she charged me a cancellation fee.
No.
And I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna kill.
Well, what did you do with your hair?
Thank God I had my Dyson. And
You
honestly,
washed it and
this could have all been avoided had I remembered that I had my Dyson packed to my luggage. Up until that point, like when I walked out, I was like, thank God. Because at that point, I was like, my hair's just gonna have to look awful today and I'm gonna like figure it out.
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, anyways, it was like,
The reason I ask is because Kenzie and us were all very much so Dry Bar advocates, and I feel like a
Yeah.
lot of people shit on Dry Bar, but we will always
No, and
stand strong.
that was why I was so angry.
Yeah,
Because we are the
you
only people
hyped
who
them up.
defend it.
No,
They
they need our business.
Dry Bar is hated. People have never had their hair done worse than when they go to Dry Bar.
The slander is real.
Slander is real. And I've even made TikToks. By the way, I've had one gifted Dry Bar experience, maybe 2 in my life.
Yeah.
Like
Same, yeah.
I'm a paying customer. It's not like, not that I'm not saying like, oh, I should get them for free. I'm not saying
No,
like,
there's no
I am-
incentive here.
There's
Yeah.
no incentive for me. Yeah. And I have made TikToks in defense of Dry Bar.
Yep.
So for them to turn their backs on me
How
like
dare.
that, it was just like, I hate rude people, but it was just like the rudest customer service I've ever had
No,
in
I
my
think
life.
that
No,
this
like,
is
you just need to apologize.
You're done.
Yeah.
Close the
At
book.
But
least
here's the
in
thing, like my
Tribeca.
Dry Bar in North Park, like
They're accepted.
They're great.
Yeah, I love
Okay.
them. They're
No, the
amazing.
one I typically go to too, they're like usually really good.
Yeah. But
One
don't ever
thing
go to
about me,
Tribeca.
that cancellation fee, like I would be in a war with Dry Bar now. Like I would be on the phone with corporate and I'd be like, if you don't remove
Well,
this
by the way,
charge-
I was trying to find a phone number on the way back. I've never done this in my life. I've never, like, I'm not a
So
complainer.
infuriated.
I'll never send food, but like, I'm not like that. I was so furious. I'm like Googling Dry Bar, but apparently, like, the product side was purchased, I guess, when like Ali sold or something. So it's separate. So I sent a very strongly worded email, but I sent it to the wrong thing. And I was like, I need to call today. And I gave them my phone number. I was like, please.
Yeah, sometimes
Like, I
you're
don't
just
receive a call by
passionate.
EOD.
Yeah,
You'll be hearing from my
literally.
legal
And then they emailed me
EOD.
today, and they were like, "Sorry, like this isn't the right thing." I'm like, God,
I do
back
that.
to the
I'll
drawing
complain. Like
board.
if
Gosh.
Uber Eats
But
for-
here I am, like voicing my
Yeah.
thing. I'm just saying, like I've been a member. We have been going for 10 years. I go pretty much weekly, and I've been a member for years.
No matter what city we are, we go to Dry
Yeah,
Bar.
Oh my
no,
God,
no,
it,
no.
it
No,
makes me
I-
sick. Seriously, I thought we really had something going. It
Oh
feels
my
like
God.
we're going
No,
through a breakup.
That would make me upset too.
Yeah.
God, I'm
now you have to declare publicly that you're in a fight with Dry Bar.
Oh, well, I did actually.
Headlines,
I
Us
posted a
Weekly.
story.
yeah.
I said, and that's another thing. Like, I don't like. I'm not like posting about like airlines and stuff on my story either. Like, I don't complain, but I did say like we're going through a breakup. But Dry Bar at North Park is excluded.
I had to ask.
Yeah, it's tough, and I'm not really getting across how rude she was in this because you just had to be there. So just like trust me on that.
No,
I
it's
trust-
just none of it was your fault, and like they made it feel like it was your
Mhm.
fault.
Yeah, she was
and
just
that's the
so
worst.
mean. Also, they just wasted my time, and I go to Dry Bar to not waste time. Like that's
Yeah.
I go to Dry Bar to get time back.
Productive.
So then it like set my whole day off, and I was like stressed, and
and the price has gone up. It's not cheap. Like
Yeah,
not that it was ever cheap,
No.
but it's really not cheap
No.
now.
it's way more expensive in New York. By the way, it's cheaper elsewhere. It's tough.
Yeah,
Southern
maybe that's why.
Southern living.
Southern living.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we get back to the favorites?
Yes. So
On that note, I have dresses you can go braless with. Maybe you relate to this, Kenzie, because I know
Yes.
we're both, you
Ooh,
know,
love
in the
that.
larger boob club. Welcome. It's fun.
Welcome.
So I guess like ones that are like tighter on the top. Honestly,
Uh-huh.
like this one that I'm wearing today, like could have been, but I knew we were podcasting, so I was like, I'm gonna.
You knew the lights were gonna be bright.
Yeah, like I'm gonna do everybody a service and wear it. But I just love like easy breezy, beautiful
Same.
when it's like sweaty outside. You
Especially
know,
tank tops too. I feel the same.
yes,
Do you get asked what kind of bra you're wearing in like every
All
single
the
story
time.
you've ever posted?
all the time.
Same.
And I
Tops
also
up.
Half the time I'm not wearing a bra.
Oh really?
But I will say I wear bras in the summer because like boob sweat is like so real. So I will wear them
Oh,
for
it's
that
a shield
purpose.
almost.
Yeah.
Smart.
But like fall and winter, I don't wear bra. Like if I'm wearing Skims, like it's so rare that I wear bras.
yeah.
It depends, I think, on the material, like the item.
Yeah.
Like, you know, how some colors you gotta wear the bra because like the
Totally.
boob sweat, it's there.
Yep.
I'm also not a bra hater. Like I have like a lot of bras that are actually really comfortable.
Yeah.
Like I'm not someone who's like, oh my god, I need to take this off. Like I only wear things that are comfortable. Period.
There's
But-
some bras that I'm like, oh my God, if I don't remove this right
Oh my
now, like I'm
Yeah.
losing ribs. Like,
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
We're like all on the same wavelength because my next one is flowy dresses in general.
Oh, love it.
Because
For
it
the
just
summer.
feels so breezy. I do have two specific ones from Revolve that I'll link on my LTK. I have one in black and one in white. I've literally repurchased the black one before I bought it for my mom. It's just such a go-to. Like Brooke said, it's so nice if you just wake up and you
Mhm.
throw on a dress. You look like, I wish there was a winter version because in the winter, if I'm throwing on clothes, it's like sweatpants.
Yeah.
But in the summer, you could just throw on a dress and
Mhm.
sandals and you look so put together, but truly that's all you put on.
Mm-hmm.
I also like a dress because it's one thing. Like
It's
I don't
one
have to
thing.
think about
Yeah.
matching things together. Like
No.
it's just one thing. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
What's your next one,
Beautiful.
Kenzie?
You're
Beautiful.
Also, when I saw your story last night, Danny posted her like 14-year YouTube
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
And I was like, I can literally picture you right now. I know that you're crying as you're doing it.
I
And then
was
the next one, she's
sobbing.
sobbing on her story.
Oh, really?
Oh,
You know
I was
me
like
so
waiting.
well.
I just knew. I think
God,
I saw the TikTok first and then I went on Instagram.
Yeah.
You got me. And what got me was you were just like alone in your dark apartment. You're just
I
like,
know.
I'm sobbing. I was like, are you
No,
okay?
I was like, because someone commented, basically, it was my 14-year anniversary, which y'all's must be coming up soon. Like,
I don't know the date. Mine it probably
You'll have to
passed.
look it
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
But I posted like a little video about it, and this one girl commented, like, I was just saying, like, thank you guys so much. Like, it's so crazy how I'm sure you guys feel the same way. And someone commented, little did she know, with a heart, and I broke. Like,
That
it was
just gave me chills.
You know what I
Honestly,
mean, though? Like, little did
really
the three of us
I
know
know.
when we were younger, like, just making those little videos would take us to literally being in a studio in New York City right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it just broke me. And then people were texting me. It was just like, I was sobbing.
I love that.
So, anyways.
That's my favorite quality about you.
What's sentimental?
Yeah.
I'm very nostalgic.
Yeah,
very,
nostalgic.
Very sentimental.
Very peaceful, Michelle.
Very peaceful.
my
Very.
Peaceful Michelle sent me a card for moving into a new apartment.
I'm crying. Oh my god, I'm obsessed.
No, it was so nice. She was
Really
like,
sweet.
it was
She
like
loves
the
the card.
sweetest thing. Oh my God. She asked for my address. I was like, what is it? Was the most thoughtful card.
That's
oh my
really
gosh.
sweet. I love that she
her.
did that.
Sometimes I like talk to your mom more than I talk to you regularly.
I think, because
Because
we chatting with Kenzie.
We're
I'm
always
like,
DMing
oh,
about something.
Okay.
She's like one of the only people that I DM. Like for whatever, we're just always in the
because
DM.
she's a DMer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're fine.
she's
Yeah,
a replier. So she's
Love
probably
her.
on yours. So what's your next favorite?
Okay, so this is just like my tried and true. I've worn it which again, I don't even think they've ever even sent me anything. No incentive here, okay?
Okay.
I have worn Supergoop glow screen sunscreen every day for the past probably 7 or 8 years at this point. Like, I was in
Wow.
I mean, I don't know. I could really be off on that math, but like years and years and years.
Wow.
I'm loyal. Like the golden hour color.
It looks so
It
good.
blurs my skin. It gives you a little bit of color.
So
It's
before makeup or
sunscreen.
when you don't wear makeup?
Yeah, so I would say I don't. It's just too hot in Texas. Like I don't wear makeup in the summer just
Yeah.
because I'm gonna like sweat it off or it
Yeah.
look horrible. Unless I'm like filming on camera or something like that. But and I'm like indoors. But I wear it as I guess it's not a foundation, but I wear it as like a tinted moisturizer kind
Yeah.
of. And it's just like my number one tried and true holy grail product.
It looks so good on the skin. I do have to pull mine out for the summer.
I love it.
I love it. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Brooke, what's your
Yeah,
next one?
love a sunscreen. I'm kind of on minimal makeup, not today. I beat my face for this recording, but I love like a tinted lip balm or like a multi-use
Ooh.
like product. We kind of talked about the House Labs one, I think,
Yeah.
already. But like you could use it on the lips and on the cheeks. Like I just love like an all-in-one, like kind of like flush product.
Mhm.
And it really I'm a makeup girly. Like I like putting on makeup and wearing it. Like I would prefer the confidence I feel from wearing
Mhm.
more makeup than like by being natural. But honestly, blush does a lot for the face.
It
Like,
does.
It really goes a long way. And then and I like the idea of matching your blush to your lip.
Yeah,
color.
it's so cute.
I also love House Labs just in
Yeah,
general.
they have great
incredible,
stuff.
incredible. Yeah.
Incredible.
Show-stopping,
Incredible.
unbelievable.
Yes.
Wait, that's really fun. Something I've been doing recently, literally I did it 2 days ago, but Kat showed it to me for our live podcast. She didn't even put foundation on my face. We just did concealer because it like has been caking up so nicely or not nicely. So I've just been doing concealer as like a foundation.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like when you're like extra sweaty and like it's been really
That's
nice.
smart.
Yeah.
I've kind of been doing that, I guess, with this Makeup Forever palette. Have you guys seen this one?
Yeah, same vibe.
That's like what I did today. Like but I used it as foundation. Don't get it.
no,
but,
but
like,
still it's
Yeah.
yeah.
you know,
No, I
like,
definitely put
when
concealer
it-
over my face.
and with a heavy hand, but it's good.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes in the summer for some like I love a heavy full face foundation, but sometimes it like sweats off weird in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
So
I get
I love the look of it. I hate the feel of it in the summer. I can't do it. But
Yeah.
I'll do like blush. Like I'll brush out my brows
Yeah.
and I'll do blush and a lip color
Yeah.
with like sunscreen on every day. But like I can't do
yeah,
anything
that
else
looks so
because the second I walk outside, it looks awful.
yeah,
like,
something
so bad.
happens. I don't know what it is. I also really want to be able to do fake freckles, but I can't do it right. I don't know how the girlies are placing it.
so good. Yeah.
It looks so
I
good.
feel like you have to like close your eyes when you do it or something.
yeah,
'cause,
you
like,
also have to
can't
not
think about it.
You're
Yeah.
so right. We should just all go into the
Yeah,
bathroom
see what
and just freck
happens.
fence. My next one is the Dyson Air Straight. It's amazing. You've used mine before.
Yes, in the Hamptons. Yeah.
It's a great summer
Mhm.
item. So basically what the Dyson Air Straight is, I feel like a lot of people like, don't know what it is because it's honestly amazing. It's basically a flat iron, but it doesn't have hot plates. It just blows air just like the Dyson Airwrap and all the other Dyson
Mhm.
products. But it blows your hair straight. Like 2 passes through and it blows your hair straight. And I don't use it a lot. And the other times of the year, but for some reason in the summer, I use it a lot because if I'm a get your hair wet in the water kind of girly. So, and then you get back inside and you have to get ready for dinner.
That's so Danny.
So Danny. And I feel like you're always in a rush to get ready for like dinner after being at the beach or whatever. So the Dyson Air Straight is so great.
You could go wet to dry.
Wet to dry.
Can you do dry to dry?
Oh, yeah.
Too.
Oh yeah, I use it to touch up. The one thing I would have to say about it, it provides no volume, provides no body. Like truly your
no
hair
body,
stick.
no body, like
no
no
body.
frills, literally just flat.
Yeah, it's very straight. And I guess that's the point. They want it to be like a flat iron, but I wish it would like, curl the bottoms or something.
I know what you
Yeah, I
like the
get
blowout, like the
Yeah, like it's not a blowout look for sure. It's definitely like straight. But yeah, that's my next one.
very cool. I feel like it's an
Um,
underrated Dyson product.
it
Like,
really
you really don't hear
is.
much about that one.
It's just the wet to dry and it's like healthy for your hair too.
Mhm.
I know. I don't know. Like in Texas, I don't know anyone who has it. I know that y'all have it, but like I don't know
have it.
anyone. And just like
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
Yeah.
like the people who are like consuming stuff. I don't know anyone. you
Yeah.
know.
no, I know.
I love my Dyson vacuum though.
yeah, we
I
love
love
Dyson.
my Dyson vacuum. I love my Dyson Airwrap.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Okay, my next one is lots of jewelry. I am wearing pretty much everything. I found this brand on Instagram. It's like SC Collection. I'm pretty
So
positive.
Really cute.
But like literally everything pretty much is
Oh, I was
from
admiring
them.
it.
I am obsessed. I spent so much money and like I'm not actually like a big shopper like at all, but it was Memorial Day, I think, and I was just like in a mood and I
It
was
was
like, I need all
Memorial
new
Day sale?
jewelry. I don't even think it was on sale. That's crazy.
Oh,
Like
oh.
I just bought like almost the entire website out because I saw it on Instagram and like something came over me. Okay.
Was it an ad?
No, I just
Oh, you
found
just
it. Like
found it.
someone had to have tagged them in something.
Yeah,
And then I don't even
yeah.
remember who it was. I clearly don't know the person.
Yeah.
But I am so obsessed. Also, like honestly, it was really Kellyanne, but like you and Kellyanne have inspired me post Stagecoach. Like you're really good at traveling with jewelry and I'm not. And I was talking to her about it and she's like, oh my God, you have to. And I was like, you're so right. Why don't I? And then I thought about the fact that I don't even have jewelry that I like. So really it was just kind of
Yeah.
like spiral. But then I even got like a jewelry organizer like you
That's
guys
the
have
best, yeah.
for traveling, and I bought literally everything they have, and I have. This is probably like half of what I own from them now,
That's a
and then I
great
just like
stack.
switch it out day to day, and
It looks
it's my
so
gorgeous.
favorite
Do
jewelry
you
ever.
take it off to shower?
Well, yeah, I do take it off the shower, but I love them, and then my other favorite brand is Jenny Bird. Like these
They
are
have
Jenny
great
Bird. I
stuff.
love Jenny Bird. I was such a Jennifer Fisher girl for years.
Oh my God, TBT.
God, throwback to that. I wore Jennifer Fisher hoops every day for like 3 years. But then I got these from Jenny Bird and I'm like, wait, it's the exact same thing and like a third of the price. So
Yeah.
Love that.
No,
No,
I
this
love-
is a great jewelry look.
Yeah, I've been admiring it the whole time we've
Yeah,
been
no.
recording.
you.
I have like days like that where I'm like, I need a rebrand. And honestly, the
Yeah.
jewelry rebrand is real.
It is real.
It's
I have
'cause
like my
you
permanent
wear-
bracelets. Like I'm due
Uh-huh.
for a jewelry rebrand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know. I want to get back to wearing rings. Like I miss I love when girls are all feminine. They've got their long nails, all the rings. Like I just
Mhm.
want
Oh
to
my
be
God.
that bitch.
I love when girls like move their wrist and you hear
yes.
like
Yeah.
clacking.
I feel like usually you can hear yours.
Yeah, sometimes. But it's like a certain, it's not like the dangle of bangles.
Okay.
It's like the clicking. I feel like you kind of have it with like
yeah, I've been
these
trying not to do it
chains.
right now because of the recording.
But that's like ASM. Oh my God, I love it. When like
It's so
I hear it, I'm like,
satisfying.
oh my God. So that just like clicked something
Serotonin.
in my
Like, did
brain.
something
Yeah.
to wow, I love that.
Love that. Next thing I'm loving, we talked about books. It's summer. Read a book for fun. Like, I'm sorry. I know we want to be thought daughters by the pool. Books. Like, no, you deserve to read something fun. And because everybody
Yeah.
who hates reading, they're like, I don't like reading. It's because you're trying to read something that's too like intelligent. Like,
Yep.
you know, honestly, read something stupider.
Dumb it down. Dumb
Yeah,
it down a
dumb
little.
it down.
But respectfully, you just have to have fun. It's the summer. Like,
Yeah.
explore a different genre, like a romance thriller. I don't know. You don't have to put pressure on it. I feel like everybody deserves to give reading a second shot, and summer's a good time to do it.
Agreed.
You know, you have that book you travel with. You probably read 2 pages of it. Switch it up. That's not working. Like next, okay.
So true. So you are a proponent of like if you're not liking it, switch it up.
If you're getting back into reading, I think that you
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah.
I've
It's a good reminder. I think I just need to. I'm like trying to get through this one right now, and it's I've been reading it since Stagecoach. I can't think of the name right now. Oh, Bye Bye Baby.
I really like that one.
And I thought
but
everyone liked it. I think I'm just not focused enough. I think I would.
Sometimes
like it.
you're also just not in the right place for a book. People
Yeah.
don't talk about that enough.
You're
Like,
so right.
there's sometimes when I'm like, I would have loved this book had I read it at another time, but I'm just not mentally there right now, so now I hate it.
right person,
you know,
wrong.
So sad.
That literally, I said that to Margaret
right
and Emily
book
last
wrong.
night. I'm like, I actually believe in it because of books, you know?
Really funny. My last one is the Wave spray. Remember like the days we used to always put sea salt spray in our hair?
Yeah.
So I got this. I just like bought it on a whim. It's really for like when I'm in Florida or like by the beach or something and you just don't want to have to worry about doing your hair. It provides volume though. Like let me tell you, when I spray in my hair, like you wash your hair, maybe you're at the beach and you just pop it in, like it gives you waves, like big old waves, and it's big old waves. And it's and
Big
it's
ol'
so
wave.
yeah, it's like so pretty and like voluminous. So I've been really loving that. It's just like nice and easy when I don't want to do my hair.
I love that.
Yeah.
I like the Color Wow sprays too. I have a couple of those.
Oh,
as
Yeah,
well.
they have
Yeah.
some great sprays.
Okay, but they say on the bottle to use it only like every 3 washes or something. I read it and it
Oh,
said
good.
that, and I was like, I thought this was like an every day.
Oh,
Is it?
like the silver one?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
Is it
didn't
like
know that.
thick? Like, do you feel like it like? Because I traveled with it and I
It
did
is
feel
a
like it
little
kind of like
thick.
left my hair with like a coating almost.
well, that's what it does.
yeah.
So
I don't like. I get blowout so much though that I
No.
wouldn't have
You
been.
don't
I wouldn't be using it that
Every
often.
month, yes.
Yeah. Because I use it.
I did like it, but I did feel like it was heavy.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like more of like a
It gives me really good volume on blowouts. Like if I put that whatever the spray is that everyone
Yes.
does, it makes my hair look so much better when I get myself a blowout, and it like stays, but it just is so much better.
I like the money one. That one I think you could use every
yeah,
time.
the money mist. Yeah, it's like leave-in conditioner. I think.
Yeah.
Love.
Love.
Okay, my last one. Okay, I've been really into like non-alcoholic drinks because
Fun.
I always want a cute little drink in the pool, but like I'm in the pool on a Monday at 5 p.m. Like I'm not gonna, maybe get an Aperol Spritz.
yeah.
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 So I really like Gia, and then is it Desoy? Those are actually my favorite. I don't know.
I know Gia. I don't know the second one.
Okay, it's DESOI. I'm not a thought daughter.
Cool.
Okay.
Sad.
But I love that one, and they have one of them. No, I can't remember. One of them has like an Aperol Spritz one, but it actually tastes really good. Like it's obviously non-alcoholic, and I know
Yeah,
like
that's a
Spritz
nice
is like
treat.
sometimes tastes
Mhm.
disgusting if you get them in the wrong place, but it's actually really good. And I like do the whole like in the wine glass, and I have the whole
Cute.
vibe
Oh, you
because
give it
I'm
up.
drinking for the vibe. Like
Yeah.
I'm not really I don't want to get a buzz on like a Monday. So I just like the whole experience.
Definitely.
Yes.
So I love that. I have so
like
many
that.
of them.
Well, I also feel like when I drink, like that's the end of the day. Like, so you know, how
Agreed.
people will like go to the beach and drink. I'm like, I'm not ready for it to be the end of the day yet.
You
Like,
You guys
it's
are
the
really not day
middle of the day.
drinkers if we have
I-
things after.
No.
I love day drinking. I would always rather day drink, but I'm not gonna like go do something.
but then yeah, that's the end of your day. Like
Yeah.
you can't.
I don't know
have
why I've
plans
always
later.
associated with like a nightcap. You know,
Yeah.
like I'm like, oh, it's drinking.
Giving end of
like,
the
it's
night.
nighttime.
I would
Yeah.
rather day
Yeah.
drink than stay out until like 3 a.m. But I love day drinking. It makes me feel like I'm like on top of the world. Like I'm just like, oh, let's just go do like, you know, I don't know.
It
For
is
me,
fun.
day drinking is so dangerous. Like it's just like a different world. So
But I don't
it's
drink.
daylight and I'm drunk.
I will say I'm not like binge drinking though. Like I hated it before when I was drinking a lot heavier. Now that I don't drink that much, I'm like drinking the perfect amount when it's just during the day. So I'm not like
Nice.
to the point where I'm like, I feel like when I was doing it a couple years ago and I hated it, I was just like being an idiot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like now I think it's just like also the combination of how much I'm drinking and the day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You found the perfect.
Yeah. I finally,
that.
after
Yes.
what, 10 years, figured it out, you know?
I love that.
I mean, couple, whatever.
I was like 10 years.
I'm like 10 years. I was like 5.
I mean, we know the
Yeah.
days were crazy.
The days.
Well, this was fun.
So much fun. Thanks so much for being here, Kenzie. Do you want to shout yourself? I mean, I'm sure everybody follows you.
Yeah, but
We're-
shout yourself out.
And we're going on your podcast now, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is a podcast.
Yeah.
The swap.
So go listen to House Guest.
Yes, it's a Housecast podcast. Kenzie Elizabeth on YouTube, Instagram, everything. And my brand is Friend of Mine. It's at Shop Friend of Mine everywhere.
Love.
Thank you so much
Yay,
again for
thanks
coming
for having
on.
me, guys.
Thanks.
See you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.